Good morning, my children, and welcome back for our life skill classes. I hope, beta, after the first term, we have already completed our 3 chapters. Today, beta, we are going to start our lesson number 12, which is going to say something about serving the elders. Serving the elders means how we can take care of our parents, our grandparents, who are living with us or who are not living with us. So, my child, serving the elders, the value is the love and respect towards our parents and the grandparents. Actually, my child, it is in our Indian culture. It is in our Indian culture to love, respect, and to care our elders. When we are loving, respecting, and obeying our parents, we are getting abundant of the blessings from our parents. So, my child, when our parents become old, our grandparents are old only, they need a lot of care and affection from their children. So, my children, we should always love and care our parents and our grandparents. What happens with when we are so small? When we are so small, we are totally dependent upon our parents and the grandparents. Our grandparents take us to the different places as long as his body is strong. Our mother and fathers are sacrificing their own life for the betterment of others. They treat us, they provide us food, clothing, shelter, lot of love and affection. They spend most of their money upon us to build our career so that we can get a proper status in the society, proper job in the society. But what happens? It is a natural process. One day we used to grow up. When we grow up, my child, we get married. Daughters are getting married and they went to their husband house. Sons get married and they have the settled life. They have their own business or they have their own jobs. Their wives are coming. Now the daughters have got married, they have gone to their husband house. Sons are busy with their families, with their jobs and with their wives and with their children. Now there is no one to take care of the grandparents and your old parents. At this age, when the daughters have been married and gone, when the children are busy with their the office work and with their jobs or with the business or with their families, the grandparents and our parents are feeling so much lonely. They are feeling so much lonely. They are feeling so much alone that now nobody is there to talk with them. Nobody is there to share their experience. So, my children, that is the very painful situation for our parents when all of the children are busy with their work and nobody is caring for them and nobody is coming and asking for them. Okay, my child, it is our prime duty to give food, clothing and shelter to our parents. But beside this, my child, our parents also need love, care and affection with us, from us. They need that somebody should share their experience with us. Somebody should ask from them about their experiences. Somebody should be there to be always ready to help us. So, my children, always love and take a proper care of your parents. When we are children, we are obeying our parents, but when we grow up, we forget our parents. We are either sending them to the old age people's home or we are simply leaving them all alone and we used to settle here and there. And that is a very painful situation for our parents and the grandparents. So, my children, according to the Indian culture, it is our duty to love, respect and show care towards our parents and elders. By doing this, we get valuable blessings from them. When we were children, we depend on our parents for almost everything. Besides food, clothing and shelter, they provide us with loving and happy atmosphere to live and grow. So, my child, what are the various ways by which we can serve our parents? So, we can serve our parents by keeping them with us. We can serve our parents by keeping them with us, by offering them full support and help. We should offer our full help and support to our parents by providing proper nursing care. We should provide the proper nursing care to our parents, my child, by meeting up with their social needs. So during their old age, what are the social needs of our parents and what are the social needs of our grandparents? We should try to fulfill them by providing them monetary help, by giving them elderly treatment. By giving the elderly treatment, it means during their old age we are providing them food, clothing, medicine and the shelter at the proper time, and we are showing our love and care to them. We have to spend our time with them. We have to ask their experiences. We have to share our experience with them, my child, so that they should not feel lonely. Now, my child, after that, my child, I will tell you two small stories. Once upon, listen very carefully, my child. Once upon a time, there was one girl. The name of that girl was Janet. Actually, Janet's mother was suffering from the brain tumor. Doctor have advised that suppose the Janet mother start taking the radiation treatment, she can survive for 1 year, and suppose she is not starting a radiation treatment, she can die within 1 or 2 months. There was no one of Janet except her mother. So Janet decided that I will try my level best. So as much long as my mother is going to live, I will give her the happiest life. So first of all, Janet's mother was not ready to take the radiation treatment. Then after that, Janet make her ready to take the radiation treatment. After that, the radiation treatment was being started, and Janet had started taking proper care of his mother, providing him food, clothing, medicine on the proper time, and cleaning her room and her clothes on the proper time, giving her bath on the proper time. Janet had tried her level best. So my child, Janet's mother was able to survive for 1 year. After that, Janet's mother had passed away. But Janet was happy that as long as his mother was there in this world, she have done his level best. Now second story. Now I will tell you the second story. Second story is about Mr. Dongra. Mr. Dongra was living in Nepal. He was a bank manager. He was having the 3 sons and his wife. Mr. Dongra's 2 sons got married when his wife was there. Mr. Dongra's, the eldest son, became the successful businessman, and his second son became the civil engineer. Now the third son was very small, and Mr. Dongra's wife had been passed away. When Mr. Dongra's wife had been passed away, the whole responsibility of the family and the younger son was upon Mr. Dongra. Mr. Dongra tried his level best to maintain his family. He spent all his money upon his family, upon his son. He have given the full education to his younger son. One day, his younger son also got the job and he became a physical trainer. His younger son became a physical trainer. Now all the 3 sons of Mr. Dongra were settled. His elder son was having the successful business. His second son was a civil engineer, and his third son, the younger son, became a physical trainer. Now what happened when Mr. Dongra turned 65? When Mr. Dongra became 65 years old, Mr. Dongra decided that I should take the retirement and I will live happily with my sons and their children. So at the age of 65, Mr. Dongra have taken the retirement and he decided to live with his sons and the children. So Mr. Dongra decided that I will live 4 months with each son. So he called his son and he said that I will live 4 months to each of you. 4 months I will live with elder son, 4 months I will live with the second son, and 4 months I will live with the smaller son. And the days passed on. Now, whatever the money Mr. Dongra have got on his retirement, he have distributed all his money to all the 3 sons, because he was thinking, now what I did want to do with this money. In the beginning, the sons, the daughter-in-law and the children have taken the proper care, so much care they were taking in the beginning. But as the days passed, the sons, the daughter-in-law and the children were not treating Mr. Dongra properly. They were not treating him at all properly. They were not giving the proper food, clothing, shelter and all at the proper time. They were not talking to him properly. They were talking so much rudely to him. Mr. Dongra was very unhappy and he was so much lonely. Mr. Dongra realized that my sons loves my money and they do not love me. One day Mr. Dongra's friend came to meet Mr. Dongra. So when Mr. Dongra's friend came to meet him, Mr. Dongra told him the whole situation, how much unhappy he was. So by listening the sadness, by seeing the condition of Mr. Dongra, his friend asked, "Don't worry, my dear friend, I have a bright idea for you. You please follow this idea." Then Mr. Dongra's friend told, "One day you leave your home without informing anybody. Don't inform anybody, and one day you left your home and you return to your home in the evening." Okay? In the same way, Mr. Dongra, one day Mr. Dongra have left the home. He did not inform anybody. In the evening, Mr. Dongra came with a big trunk. Mr. Dongra came with a big trunk. Trunk means sandook. He came with a big trunk upon his home. When Mr. Dongra came back, his daughter-in-law and his sons asked him, "Where were you for the whole day? Why you have not informed us and went?" Then Mr. Dongra doesn't told anything. By seeing the trunk, by seeing that sandook, the daughter-in-law and her son asked, "What is there in this trunk or the sandook?" Mr. Dongra told, "That's something which will change our future life." So all his three daughter-in-law and his sons thought, okay, there might be so much of the gold and the silver and the money in this trunk or the sandook. So one day when this person will die, we will all get this gold and the silver and the money from this trunk. So after that, all his sons, his daughter-in-law and their sons started taking the proper treatment of Mr. Dongra. One day, Mr. Dongra had been passed away. When Mr. Dongra had been passed away, my child, all his three sons and his daughter-in-law have opened the trunk. When they opened the trunk, they found nothing. Nothing was there in the trunk except the stones. So my child, it was the trick which Mr. Dongra has to apply to live the happy life in his old age. So my dear children, always take the proper care of your parents, whether they are the grandparents or your own parents, my child, because love, care and affection has the great importance in a person's life. Otherwise, a person becomes so much lonely in his life. Actually, my child, in a person's life, when the daughters get married, sons get married, all are busy with their life. Nobody is caring for the parents. Nobody is caring for the grandparents. Some are sending them to the old ages. How painful it was there. So my child, during that age, their body becomes so much weak and they are totally dependent upon others. Most of the diseases are attacking their body. So my dear children, never allow this situation to come in your life. Always be ready to help your parents and take proper care of your parents, my child. See my child, because the things serving the elders, value is love for the parents. So my dear children, always try to show your love, care and affection for your parents, my child, because we don't know how much days who is there with you. Nobody is there for you for all the time. There is a certain time period God has meant. For that time period only the peoples are there with you. So as long as the peoples are there in your touch, always show your love, care and affection to them, and always please ready to help them. So that was the moral of the story, my dear children. So see, the moral of the story is there, my child. Always show our parents are dependent on us. We should treat our parents and elders with the same love and compassion that they showered on us when we were small. So my dear children, we should love and care our parents in the same way as our parents were loving to us when we were so much small. As we were totally dependent upon our parents when we were so small, in the same way, my dear children, our parents are also totally dependent upon us when they are old, when their body is very, very weak. So my dear children, always take care of your parents and your grandparents, my child. You will get the abundant blessing for your life and you will never suffer from any type of difficulties, my child. See, my child, your parents, your grandparents are the living God living with you. Suppose we are going to the temple and asking anything to the God, God will take a time. God will take a time to fulfill your wish. But once you are saying your wish to your parents or the grandparents, they will fulfill your wish at once. At once. They will cut their money from the different places, but they will fulfill your dream, they will fulfill your desire. Whatever we are asking to our parents, they are at once ready to fulfill our that desire. So my dear children, give the same love and affection to your parents as much love, care and affection your parents are giving to you now. Don't forget them when you grow up. So my child, I hope that you will follow this moral value in your daily life. You will show your love, care and affection from today onwards to your parents and your grandparents and as long as they are in this world. Thank you very much.